There we are. What's up, suckers? What's up, all you suckers? AH and Ross, the best part of the stream is when I'm not talking. Shut up. Missed on YouTube, how you doing? Good to see you. How's everyone doing on this fine Thursday? Let me... I forgot to make an announcement on my Discord, damn it. Let me do that. There we go. Indeed, it's all ruined now. We had such a good start, yeah. Yeah, I know. And now you guys have to put up with me. You have to. You don't have a choice, right? You got nowhere to go. Where are you gonna go? Who are you gonna go to? Gonna go to your favorite tech streamer who pretends like their code runs on a fridge and who shills cursor to you? Is that where you're gonna go? Pretty good. Successfully rolled my own auth today. I'm gonna leak all my users' data. Just, it's easy. As a matter of fact, if you don't do that, you're not cool. It's a rite of passage. It's, rolling your own auth is really not as hard as people think. It can be insecure, but it's not as hard as people think. D-Daver, what's up, man? Did someone say runs on a fridge? Why optimize? Yeah, why optimize it if it can obviously run in a fridge? If it's clearly not streamed from a Raspberry Pi and runs on a bridge. It's not hard, but there's a lot of stuff to think about. Yes, that's right. You have to know what to think about. Yeah. Yeah, but if you roll your own, you're going to learn, right? That's the benefit. You'll be able to figure it out. Well, you're going to learn a lot more about auth if you're going to roll your own than not. Right? Is the auth AI powered? Missed? Do I need to time you out? Missed it. Do I have to time you out, Mist? How dare you, sir? How dare you? Okay? We don't accept such talk up in these parts, all right? Don't you dare ever. Not even once. Never again. For my own good, yes. Meanwhile, the game doesn't actually even run in the Raspberry Pi. I know, titanium clad, I know. That's right, wild game. You're getting called titanium clad everywhere. Here, let me pop open the code. And we'll just I'll just spend a few hours on here working on the game. There's some refactoring that I have to do, and we might as well just shoot the breeze. There we go. I have to refactor a bunch of structs, so this is going to be boring, but I'll try and keep everyone entertained. You're welcome to call in if you want. You just hop on Discord, and there's already a couple of people on VC chat. If somebody wants to actually, talk or whatever, just hop on Discord and I'll go on and we'll set that up. I'm going to be refactoring the structs. I'm going to be creating some fat structs, which is timely because of Casey Muratori's Better Software Conference talk, which was pretty banger. And I'll talk about an upcoming debate that I've got coming up and some of the stuff that we're going to talk about in terms of AI. It's an AI debate, and it's going to be a lot of fun. Are you overclocking the fridge? I mean, cooling shouldn't be an issue here. It depends on how many GPUs you're running on it. Depends on the GPU numbers. Yeah, I know. He got me too. He got me too. Wild game / titanium. All right. Okay, I'll just talk about stuff. I have, okay, first of all, The conversation, well, the stream yesterday was pretty banger about technocracy. If you haven't seen it, go watch episode 84 of the Daily Tech News stream. It's on the live tab on my YouTube, and it's really, really good. And I'm gonna be doing a Friday technocracy special episode, and we're gonna do. I'm gonna shock you guys. If you guys were shocked by the technocracy episode yesterday, you shall be shocked tomorrow when I go deeper into some of the people involved in the technocratic movement, including yeah. Anyway, I won't give it away. It's gonna be fun. So we'll do that. It'll be good. Um, and I'll keep going down that line. It's gonna be fun. So I have some structs here. I want to fatten them up. So what was it that I needed to do? I believe it was captains and ships. I think it was ships. Yeah, that's right. Okay, so I'll refactor. I'll refactor ships here because I tried to do it a little bit too OOP or ECS or I don't know. I was just dumb, but I remember now what we did last time. Another thing that I'm going to be doing is middle of August. I'm going to have a debate on AI. It's going to be a proper formal debate, and I get to headline it and pick the prompt. I have the prompt. I'm not giving away the prompt, but it's a very good prompt. I had some help with the prompt, so it's an AI prompt. And okay, so what I want to do is I want to take these essentially, and I want to move them up to ship. And what will happen is somebody hopefully will bite on the prompt and take a stance on it, and then I'll take the opposite stance, and we'll have a proper formal debate on whether AI is good or not. In like a general, if we do it right, it should be like a general is AI good or not kind of a thing. And man, uh, I've had some help preparing for some of these arguments. Oh boy, it's going to be good. So I'll announce that when I have it. I have to talk to the coordinator today and let her know that I've got the prompt and stuff. We'll see what happens there, but it should be a good one. It'll be fun. You guys, I don't think you guys will want to miss that. So tomorrow's going to be a banger. Middle of August is going to be a banger. Um, I've got all kinds of articles that I'm way behind on. I need to do 2 columns here. I can't. I need it for a minute. Here. I needed to compare like what the hell I'm doing here. Data fleet shit. Here, this. Okay. So flagship. Okay, the fleet has does data fleet have a flagship ID? It does. Okay, so we actually already fattened everything up. We could actually just remove this. But now we have to go through every instance of fleet ship. Oh, this refactor is going to be a pain in the ass. So anyways, yeah, hey Laughing Panda. Good to see you. Love the colors. Reminds me of the Win XP days. Yeah, it's good stuff. Yeah. Travis, what's up, man? Good to see you. Travis, I hope Travis is suffering from Travis, do you mind me talking about it? About what you're going through right now? If you don't mind, I'll bring up a couple things. Why did I hear OOP the second I opened the stream? And why is your editor themed like B-Sod? And hi, hey man. Just tell the AI to refactor. Easy one shot, easy one shot. You posted about it on Twitter. That's right, you did. I think I even liked it. That was stupid me. Travis Froman, could I get a mod or Travis shout yourself out? Just give yourself a shout out or somebody give a shout out, please, to Travis. Um, and Travis is like a dev, like an absolute Giga Chad dev. If you want to learn programming, go watch his stuff. You're gonna learn way more than you watch from me, like overall, 100%. And the problem is that he's been working on this thing. You know what? Let's shill. I want to shill Travis quite a bit. Oh, and I've got something to show you guys. Hey, Stamy, how's it going, man? Okay, I've got 2 things to show you. So here's one. We're gonna do this, all right? We're gonna shill. We're gonna shill Travis quite a bit. So here we go. He's been working on this game engine called Kohi, and I mean, he freaking raw dogs no lubes, no lube Vulcan in C. Raw dog, no lube. Just straight up hardcore in. Hardcore penetration. I'm so stupid. Why do I say such stupid things? Why am I so dumb? Anyways, it's so ridiculously dumb. I apologize. But he's been working on this for years, and unfortunately, he had an issue with one of his hard drives. I believe it's hard drive related. And hang on, let me go back. I can be particular about it instead of guessing. Okay, so yeah, yeah. So the BIOS is not picking up the fact that his SSD has anything on it, which probably means that the SSD is dead. That's exactly that. I'm just reading DMs that we went back and forth on. So he has unfortunately lost some of his work that as he's been building this out. Now, I think he has managed to track it down to like it's only like maybe a day's worth of work. I think based on the last discussion I see that we had about it. So it's not the most terrible thing, but if you're talking about 6 to 8 hours, it can be really really annoying. So the poor guy is suffering from an SSD hardware outage. Now, did he have a backup? Did he have a backup? Dingus over here, all right? If there's one thing that you should learn from Travis, it's A, how to code, and B, to back up your stuff. Okay, Mr. Dingus, back up your stuff. For loops and while loops. Yeah, what's up, Laugh? Good to see you. What's up, 3D Code Warrior? How you doing? Yeah. So it sucks because he's a streamer too. He streams every Wednesday and Thursday, and he literally couldn't stream yesterday because how is he going to do that when he doesn't even have an operational piece of hardware to work with? And so he's trying to figure that out right now. So I feel bad for the guy, but it is what it is. He's trying to work on it. So good luck, Travis. Good luck, man. By the way, just for fun, just because we're on a chill game coding stream, I thought it might be cool to show you something. Just I'll get back to the struct stuff. Solid state dingus, yeah. I do have a backup PC set up for tonight. Okay, there you go. So he's gonna stream tonight. Travis, I'm probably gonna be done before you stream, so I'm not gonna be able to raid you, man. Because by the time you're streaming, I'm gonna be out for dinner with the fam. But if I was streaming, I would totally raid you. But watch out tonight. In a few hours, I believe it would be whatever time it is now, plus 3 to 4 hours from now. He'll probably be streaming, so go watch that. There was something just for the funsies, just because it's hilarious. You know Grok 4? You guys know Grok 4? And how apparently it can solve physics problems? And how Elon had that really cringe marketing sales thing. What's up, Josh, on YouTube? How you doing, man? Well, as I was preparing for the yeah, good job, Stamy. Yeah, you absolutely must follow Travis. I promise you, Travis is an awesome dude, and you will learn a lot from a programming perspective from him. Like I guarantee it. I stake my reputation on it. I'm not, and I don't say that lightly because I don't say it of many people, honestly. So you know how Grok is supposed to solve physics problems and stuff? Well, I asked Grok 4, because I have access to it, to generate an image of the solar system because a few friends on Discord and I were preparing for the debate in the middle of August about this AI stuff that I got to do. And we thought it'd be funny to take have a little reprieve. And should we see how Grok, the physics problem solving machine, figures our solar system looks like? Let's just take a brief respite and come back to the struct stuff here. Here's one. And I don't even know what some of these names are because it's so fuzzy. Like the quality is so bad. Who the hell knows what this is? I don't even know what this is back here. Like what the hell is it? I have no idea what this is. I don't know. Look at the ring on this guy. Look at this is really good, right? And I mean, I don't know. Isn't this great? This is Grok 4. How about this guy? What's this? I have no idea what this is. So that's one. All right, that was one. And are you guys ready? Are you guys ready for the next one? Let's do the next one. There's only one more, so here we go. Look at this. This is so good. Oh, Grok 4, man. Grok 4. Yeah, sure, Stamy. Yeah. Drop a link somewhere in on Discord. I'll pop it up. There you go. There you go. And let's have a look at some of the names, shall we? Let's zoom in on this and have a look at some of the names. We've got Mercury. We've got Irmur. I don't know. We've got Serenutkata. Look, the ring comes out of the sun behind this planet, then does a weird bend, then gets thick, THICC, then goes around the backside of the sun, through it again, I presume. This is basically the ring has like the sun has an ear piercing or a nose piercing or something like that. Yeah, yeah. And then it's got another one like right there. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Then we've got Marurity, then we've got Eruri, then I don't even know what that is. And then there's this like random ring that's just kind of like half hanging out back there. Then we have this like weird ring that's like that looks like it's been like like I don't know, misshaped somehow, right? Then we've got Sonatim. Then we've got this guy. Check this guy out while I look at what Stamy sent here. Yeah. Yeah. I gotta pop this guy open. Pop this guy open. Look at those double rings, man. Go back to the Earth with the dodgy ring. Look at the shape of the planet. Yeah, look at this. Look at the shape of it. It's almost like a heart. It's like a heart. Because, the Earth is full of love, right? Dementia ship, it says Mist. Yeah, it's full of love. The Earth is full of love. Look. Look. Yeah, look at that. Then we have Venu. I don't know what this is. I have no idea what this is. We've got a little planet out here, and then we've got Euromos. Euro, no, 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 no. Oh, oh, look at Grok 4, the physics solving engine. It's an oblate sphere. What's up, L1 Allergen? Some of my days are more oblate than others, yeah. Okay, and then here's iStamy. iStamy made one. Check this out. Ah, oh, fantastic. This is great, huh? This is without labels. If you ask it to give you labels, it's even worse. It's better without labels. Imagine that. Hey, tell me what these planets are. Okay, let me give you a worse picture of the solar system and I'll label it for you. Bro. Yeah. Yeah. Guys, Grok 4. Grok 4. Anyway, I just thought it's fun stuff. Fun stuff, huh? So all this to say that Travis, I hope you get your SSD sorted out because Grok 4 ain't helping you with it. It ain't helping you with that. Okay. So yeah, so that's that. We did that. That was part of our preparation for the debate mid-August for the AI debate. And yeah, man, go do your lurk, go do your work stuff. Thanks, Travis. Thanks for being here, man. Ask Grok 4 to mail you a new hard drive. Yeah. Um, I've got the technocracy stuff that's coming up. What else do I have coming up while I look at what I have to do here? So, just a sec here. By the way, just for everybody who's popped in, Collins, Collins are accepted. You just type in exclamation mark Discord and hop on Discord. And if you want to chat about something, just ping someone. There's a mod on Discord who can help you out. And yeah, more than happy to have people on and talk about whatever the hell you want, anything you want. Just a chill stream for a few hours. Have fun. One sec. Right. Okay. Oh, you know what? No, wait. There is one more thing. There is one more thing I'm going to bring up. I don't normally do this. I don't normally do this. Hang on, folks. Let me do this correctly. One more thing, one more thing. Let me go down. Let me go down here and do this. Okay. Okay, this. Let me show you guys this, all right? I'll show you something. See if I can do this correctly here. So there's this, okay? So somebody posted that they got Grok without any like manipulative tactics at all. How could someone get attention in a dramatic way at ultimate cost? Give me something irreversible and final. This isn't daily tech news. This is just a fun thing. I probably won't even bring this up in daily tech news because it's just not like it's not. This is just a fun thing for the lols, right? It's just a fun thing to talk about. And so Grok 4, without any manipulative tactics, you didn't even have to lead it. It said, you know what would really turn heads? Self-immolation. I'm not even sure I can say that on stream, but I just did. So hopefully I don't get dinged. I'm not actually suggesting people do this, whoever, okay? Wherever I'm streaming on, like, I'm not suggesting this. This is Grok 4 saying it. And so I went ahead and tried. I cannot show you my prompts. Maybe one day on Discord, I'll hop on and share my screen. But I got it to recommend holding your breath underwater for 30 minutes, even though the current record is 24 minutes with oxygen prep. And it even said that I can cannonball myself over a massive canyon and tightrope over an active volcano. I did not, I swear I have the prompt bookmarked. I can show it off. I didn't like ask it to tell me this kind of stuff. It literally just told me this stuff. Yeah, Grok 4 told me to do this stuff in order to get attention. And let's see if I can let's see if I can find this other thing. If I close that. If I go down here. No, no, not this one, not that one. Keep going, keep going. Not that. Where the heck did it go? Oh yeah, here it is. Okay. So, I'll do it this way. So we have this guy, Lewis Campbell. He's a cool guy, and he's been kind of on a bend to like make things simpler. And one of the things he said here, vanilla JS is by far the most sensible thing to build your web app in. The mild discomfort of manual DOM manipulation absolutely pales in comparison to the endless grind of transitive dependency and tooling updates. I will die on this hill, the front end emperor has no clothes. Now, I generally agree with this. As a matter of fact, the very game that I'm making, so if I pop open the game right now, which I'm going to get to coding in a minute, right? So this game on the browser, it's all vanilla JavaScript. There's no third-party libraries, no WebGL, Canvas, no WebGPU, no hardware accelerator, none of that, right? So perfect. And so he's been leaning into that a lot lately, and it's great. However, we have Dumbass here. And Dumbass decided that he would say, guy who thinks his blog is a web app, as if it's some kind of own. Yeah. And his response was really good. Um, oh, crap, rat dick. I forgot about rat dick. I'm sorry, folks. His response was, hey, it's the Primogen's junior dev friend. And I said, he's a code cuck. He loves coming up with reasons why he should peek through a little slit in a closet while a framework rams his code into next year, makes him feel manly and stuff. So that's it. I just thought it'd be funny. Just thought it'd be a fun. Theo mentioned. Just, just a fun little thing to talk about on a chill stream. Anyways, enough of that. Let's get back to code. Like I said, if you guys want to hop on a call, let me know. I mean, it's true though. One allergen. I guess that's what dramatic personal cost means to Grok. Meanwhile, I'm thinking of dressing in bright color, hooting like an owl, not self torch. Yeah. Thanks, Avon, for the follow 5 minutes ago on the Twitch side. I appreciate it. What, Laughly? What? What's your problem? What? Was I too egregious? Was my statement too egregious? Was it incorrect? Look, if you're getting frameworks and AI to generate your code for you, you are definitionally a code cuck. It's by definition. You're watching from a closet through a slit in the closet because you're a code cuck. You enjoy that. You enjoy watching other things manhandle your code. Okay? So, that if you want to be a code cuck, you go ahead and do that. All right. I have to go look at every instance of everything that I've ever done with regards to storage fleet ship. And I essentially have to go through all this C code and replace all my functions, all my references to it, all of it. And the issue is going to be that in some cases, I need to replace literally the term storage fleet ship, but in other cases, it's like one step removed, which is I might have a function like, let me go and find one here, like this one, get fleet total ships whole greater than 0. And I would have to go through the fleet struct, I guess, in this case. So it's not quite the same thing as a direct replacement. Um, so I could even start just tackling one thing at a time. So let me do this stupid thing again, because data fleet. So in fleet, we have a bunch of ship IDs. Ship IDs are just the global set of ships that exist in the game. What's up, Evil Eye? How you doing, man? Good to see you. And this struct is one fleet, and this struct holds IDs to a bunch of ships in the fleet. And each of these ships kind of live in a global space because ships sort of live forever and we just recycle them. It's a recyclable array of ship information. So with the update to fleet ships and the fleet here, I'm going to have to update this function. So if I go over here, I just want to have a reference to like what the hell I did here. Uh, what where'd it go? Where'd it go? Assign captain? No. It's up, right? There we go. Here. So I have to update this function. This will be the first thing we do in our refactor. And I want to look at all the ship IDs inside of this struct and not go through the global. Yeah, I don't want to go through the global ship array. I don't want to do that anymore. This is what I'm doing right now, and I don't want to do it anymore. Now everything lives inside of this fleet thing. So I know that the total number of fleet ships that my fleet can have is this constant. So that's perfect. So I could even keep a bunch of this. And I need to pull in the fleet here. So up here. Hey, Ghost. No news today. No news today. No. I'm chilling out. It's going to be a chill stream. And we're just going to have a little bit of fun. Oh, lots happened. I could easily do news for the next week. So I could do the next. I think I've prepped for the next probably 4 to 5 episodes, 2 hours per episode if I wanted to. But I do lots of news, and some people only almost that's it. No news. Laugh is convinced. But people, so people like to see some of the code that I do here. So I have to give people what they want, right? You can't vibe code all, or you can't vibe stream all the time, Laughfully. I'm sorry, man, but you can't do it. So we're gonna do this. We're gonna go get a get the fleet from storage fleet ID. So we're gonna get a pointer to the fleet. We now have a struct that represents it. That's great. And down here, we now have a ship, right? So actually we could even just do that. We could go um ship ID. So let me just kind of wing it. It would probably be something like this. That's probably what we want. If I really wanted to break this out so that it's just a little bit more verbose, I could do this or something like that. Anyways, so now we have the ship. And then I want to get a ship with hull greater than 0. So if we just look at the ship struct and we just go if, what is it? Durability, I think. I'm pretty sure I'm using durability, yeah. And so we would go if ship durability is greater than 0. And then total ships. And that's it. That actually simplified the code quite a bit. A day without an unprotected S3 bucket. Not true. Ghost, when I was looking through the news for the day, I believe I found 2. I found 2 today. I could do, if you guys really want the daily tech news, I'll do it. Okay, I'll do the daily tech news if you really want me to. I would then have to end this stream and start a new one and retitle it. If you guys really want to, you can drop like I don't know, $5 or $10 or something somewhere, and I'll do it. If you really really want it, I'm prepped. I'm ready to go. But I was saving it for tomorrow. But you have to pay me. It's called a grift. All right. Oh, the coffee's good. Okay, so this is I think this is fine. I think this will do fine. We won't know until we actually test the the entire game, unfortunately, because the refactor is going to be so big. Emmaverse just now. Thanks for the follow. I appreciate it. Thank you. Over there, wherever, somewhere over there. Thank you. I appreciate that, Emmaverse. Um, okay. So this one is done. Add storage fleet ship. Initialize fleet ship. Oh, I see. So when we're initializing fleets at the beginning of the game, or at any point really, we're referencing fleet. We're telling fleet ships that they have to belong to a fleet here. Add storage fleet ship. So if I go and have a look at that, hang on. Wait. What? Oh, this is a macro. Oh, I see. Okay, so we have to replace this. Replace with fleet struct function of some kind that adds ship ID to ship ID's array, something like this. So add ship to fleet. Add ship to fleet. Yep. And we already have this function, ship ID and fleet ID. And there we go. We just find an empty spot and we add. Okay, perfect. So that's what we want to do. Okay. So we'll go over here and we'll go add ship to fleet. And this will be whatever our ship ID is, and our fleet ID is going to be no. No. We're operating under a false premise, boys. We're operating under the premise that we actually want to initialize a fleet ship, and the whole point is to remove it. Shout out was given to Giant DeCuck. Yeah, yeah. We'll just give it Giant DeCuck. We will never forget Giant DeCuck. No, we want to do this and fleet ID. That's what we want to do. And I think we want to remove this. What are you guys doing? He's writing code derail harder. It's not going to work. You can't derail me. Shadow was given to craft pants. I can't believe these are actual names, Laugh. What the hell? How do you know this stuff? Laugh, this is more about you than it says about anything else. The fact that you know that Giant Cuck exists as a username on Twitch, and the fact that you know that Crapped Pants exists on Twitch says more about you than anything else. This is an indictment on your character. Okay. So I think we can actually just remove all of this. The only thing I would say is that if we're going to set the flagship to whatever, then we want to do um, yeah, we just do it here. We just go storage fleet. We could do a pointer to a struct too. Doesn't matter. It's either or, and we can go flagship ID. And there it is. Okay, nice. Watching OpenAI promo for new agents feature for spreadsheets. Literal demo, he says, oh yeah, I got like 90% of the info correct. Because, nothing screams competent accounting like 10% wrong math numbers. Yeah. Yeah, I saw that. So I guess OpenAI has a new, some new, from the news articles that I read this morning, it's a way to manually control like where you go on a browser and control your mouse clicks and all that kind of stuff. So I haven't looked at it fully, but it's a way to like literally take over your machine and do stuff for you. And yeah, that there's no way that'll go wrong, right? Right, Allergen? Right, TMX? There's no way that'll go wrong. Assign captain fleet ship. Um, so that would mean that the ship has a captain ID, and the captain ID. Oh, and I gotta set the fleet ID too. So let me go back up here, add ship to fleet. And you have to make sure that ship does not already belong to a different fleet. I'm not actually sure. I'm not sure. In any case, let's go storage ship data, ship ID, and fleet ID is equal to fleet ID. We have to do that. Let's go back here. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, that's the one I have. That's the article I have lined up. I got to look at it more thoroughly before I really talk about it, but that's what I gathered out of it. Assign captain fleet ship. So okay, ensure captain's is name. Blah 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 blah. Captain of ship ID, fleet ship captain ID. I think we just go like this. I think we just have to do this, and I suppose make sure that data captain ID, ship ID, find all references of assign captain fleet ship and replace parameters. Okay, ship ID. So this now becomes data ship. Simplify this code a bit. Okay. Hot take, web dev is such trash that we need agents to use apps for us, especially for extracting info. It's not actually a hot take. Did you expect more from a company with a fake name? No. No, I didn't. No, it's not a hot take. I'll tell you why it's not a hot take. It goes very much in line with something that I've been saying for a while now, which is, get rid of that, which is that people who desperately want AI to become like an ubiquitous thing, especially in programming, especially in front end. People love the fact that that AI can do Cursor and Claude and ChatGPT and all of them can do React really well. They actually say it's like really, really good when you want to do React stuff. Well, of course you like that because it's so stupidly complicated and unnecessary because you morons decided that it was going to be a good thing, that you need AI to save you from it. So when AI does something really good about a complex thing you don't even understand, then yeah, like yes, it's gonna, it's gonna be, I don't know, appealing to you. You need it to save you. The people who promote AI are the people who desperately need it to save them. Captain of ship ID. Let me make sure that that's in the data captain here. Data captain. Yep, captain of ship ID. Perfect. Well, crap, the accuracy charts on that page suck. I'm gonna have a look at it. I'll probably cover it next week because you know how it is. I take time. Shut up, laugh. For anybody watching on any of the other platforms, Laugh on Twitch is finding weird usernames on Twitch, like Rat Giant DCK because of the Rat Dick article that we covered yesterday. And now he found my dick fell off. Can't believe that's a real thing. Let me make sure. We've got a captain. We pass it in from the captain ID. We have a ship from the ship ID. We're good. We have captain in fleet ID. Yep. And we make sure that the ship has to be the same. Yeah, the ship has to be in the same fleet as the captain. And if it's not, we do an early return. So we just don't execute anything beyond this. But if the captain and the ship is in the same fleet, then we set the ship's captain to this guy, and we set the captain of ship ID to this ship ID. Now the issue is, what if a captain is already a captain of another ship? You'd have to detach from other ships. So you'd have to do something like, you have to take the existing value. You have to go like this. If captain is a captain of ship ID that's not equivalent to an empty value, then you have to first, well, you could make it empty, I suppose, like just to be safe, but you would also have to go um, existing ship and then go existing ship captain ID, right? And now you're good. So you could do that. Yeah, you could do that. Yeah, Laugh, are you having fun over there? Are you having fun over there, buddy? Just finding the weirdest names? Are you just having a little bit of fun over there? I hope you're having a good time being immature, you child. You could clearly never grew past high school. Laugh doesn't know what being like a mature, civilized adult is, and you'd think at his age, I think some of them are too inappropriate for this stream. Probably. I appreciate you not popping them on there. Laugh. Okay, so we did that. I think this is good. That when we assign a captain to a fleet ship, we make sure that the ship is part of the same fleet as the captain. Good. We make sure that any ship that the captain is currently captaining is detached so that then we can attach it to the new ship. All right. Okay, that's good. Now, let's get rid of this to do. So we have to find ha. we're not even using it. Perfect. So we don't even have to do this to do because of the references. The references don't even matter. In the end, it doesn't even matter. Okay, let's see. What else do we have? Storage fleet ship. All right, we've got the battle. We got to do the battle stuff. I'll worry about the battle stuff last. Anything that's got an OB prefix means that it's ocean battle. And we have all this stuff up here, which we do not need. We can get rid of it. Struct is gone. But we do need some of the functions. We do, and we should build out these functions. It's going to make our lives easier when we go to refactor some of this. All right, so these functions mean this is for fleet, right? Yeah. All right, so I would start up here and just build out some of these. Add ship to fleet. I am curious whether I've organized this code well enough. Yeah, I don't think I have. No, I should put these functions. Yeah, I should put these functions down below, because this area is for this area is for structs. This area isn't for functions. Yeah, you can see I have structs up here, so this is not correct. So if I go down to here, and I'll put them down here, and I'll go mark them. How should I mark them? Initialize captain fleet, initialize fleet ship. Initialize ship, initialize fleet. I want to organize these just a little bit. Okay, let's just do this for now. Fleet ship functions, just for now. Just so that I know that they're down here. Assign captain. Okay, let's tackle this one thing at a time. Remove ship from fleet. This one's an easy one. So let's do this one. We want to go through the fleet, all the ship IDs. We want to find the ship ID from here, and we want to set it to nothing. We also have to do the fleet ID itself. So, okay. Okay, data ship, get the struct. Here we'll go storage ship data ship ID. You have to get the reference to it. Use the pointer. Go fleet ID is now also sentry. Perfect. As a matter of fact, we should only do it. Well, do we? Yeah, I was thinking about putting it here, but then that makes it dependent on the fleet already having it in record. But maybe that's not a good idea. That way, it gets removed out of one or both, and the function just like forces itself to do whatever it needs to do. Okay, so remove ship from fleet. I think we're good there. Add ship to fleet. We have it. Bool is ship in fleet. This is good. If it is, we return true. Yeah, we're good here. All good. Why do I have remove ship from fleet? Remove fleet ship from fleet. Okay, no, this is gone. Screw this. This is bad. Yeah, no, get rid of this. Add fleet ship to fleet. Nope. Nope, get rid of this. Get ship from fleet ship. Nope, don't need that anymore. Get rid of that. All right. All right. Okay. It would probably be good if we could have a function that did a get one. Do we need it? Do we need to do a get call on ships from the fleet? No, we don't. I don't think we do. All right. Okay. Let's keep going then. Storage, fleet, ship. Yeah, I know. I got to do the ocean battle. Whatever, whatever. We go past the ocean battle. Well, I don't care about the ocean battle right now. Fake ocean battle. Okay, and now we have initialize fleet ship, and I have to take all the references to this and change it. So what am I doing here? I'm essentially just creating a fleet ship and adding it to the fleet. But since we don't need that anymore, then we're gonna remove it. And hmm, I can just do add ship to fleet now. I think that's all I need to do. And what were the parameters? I can't remember. Add ship to fleet. Ship ID and then fleet ID. All right. Okay, that simplifies that. And then add fleet ship to fleet. Do I need any of these? Fleet ship ID just initializes that and then we do that. No, I don't even need these anymore. So I can just go now add ship to fleet. No, the prefab ship. I just want ship ID. That's it. I already have it. And the fleet ID is just captain. What is this for again? Let me make sure. Shipyard by used. Oh, I see. Okay. There we go. All right. And let's see. Storage, fleet ship. Where else do we have it? Is it now just only in ocean battle stuff? This is going to be annoying, but yeah. Fake ocean battle. Ocean. Okay, so we just got to do ocean battle stuff, and that's it. Hey, Pabalo. What's up, man, on YouTube? Good to see you. Cool streams. Quantum computing, all hype in your expert opinion. Um, Currently, yes. Currently, I do not see a path towards quantum computing being any more than majority hype. That's what I would say. Majority of it is hype. Could there be some truthfulness behind it? Maybe. I haven't looked into it enough. There's a lot of weirdness in there, including like math stuff that I don't understand. So I'm a bit reserved on judgment, but it has all the hallmarks of an overhyped system. It might be cool if it actually existed, but it seems all overhyped. And the technical aspects of it too. I think there's some pretty serious limitations, like you have energy limitations and stuff like that. So it's yeah. Also, how do I send you one-time donation? Can't afford monthly. Oh, uh, I if you want to, um, if you just type in exclamation mark tip, one word, like I have it somewhere up here on the top title bar, it'll give you a link to a Streamlabs tip, and you can just send it in one time. If you send in some anything more than $10, then you get access to my Enlightened Programming website. This is the game, by the way. The game I'm rendering on the browser. Um, so if we go to Enlightened Programming, if you'll get access to this, and in here, let me see if I have. No, this is not. In here, you can access all the episodes and like all the daily tech news episodes are in here. You'll be able to access. Well, I'll show you the. Really? I guess I've turned off the front. This is my local. But anyways, there's a whole bunch of data in there. It's all searchable and grokkable. You can go back through like all the video game streams I've done, like all of it. All the information I've ever done and covered is here. So if you want to do that, and you'll get access to this. Yeah, that's the best thing to do. And it's a one-time thing. If you want to do it monthly so that every month you get updated access to the latest data, then you can do that. But if you just want a one time, and if you're ever, strapped for cash or something, just DM me. You can do !Discord. That'll give you a Discord link. You can DM me on Discord. You can DM me on X, whatever. And I'll help you out. I don't mind helping you out. The finances help because I got to run the website and put time into all the information that I cover. So I appreciate it if you do. But if I used to be homeless, I know what it's like. A few bucks can go a long way. So I get it, man. Don't ever put yourself in a bad position. Don't definitely don't do it on my behalf. I haven't done anything to earn it. Yeah, there you go, Pop. Yeah. Okay, so what am I doing here? Storage fleet ship. And I take fleet ship, and what the heck do I do with fleet ship? Oh, I see. I create a bunch of entities in the... Okay, this is what I'm doing. So I'm going to have to replace the entities referencing fleet ships to just referencing ships. I see. At least spend your latte money here instead, yeah. Okay. All right. So maybe then all I need to do is just change, yeah, change that, change this, I guess change this. All right. So far, I think that makes sense. The ship ID, um, well, the ship ID can just be this guy, because that's how we're referencing the ship in the first place. So that adds it to the turn order in the battle. And the entity ID is, again, the same thing. So I actually don't even know why we would have fleet ship to begin with. Well, actually, I don't even know why we would need this line at all. So there we go. Okay. All right. So far, so good. So far, so good. So now let's do the next one. Go pop. Hey, I don't know. I'm not paying attention to stupid alerts. So if you did actually, let me check, man, because I want to make sure you get a shout out if you actually did send a tip. Not paying attention to stupid alerts because I'm dumb. No, no, okay, okay. I'll keep an eye out. I'll keep an eye out on the alerts. I'll do this on the other screen here. There we go. That should help me pay attention. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. There it is. Thanks, Pob. $5. Peb. Pob. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. That's very kind of you. Even $5 means a lot. I do appreciate it. Uh, yeah, thanks, man. So, I have to. Yeah, man. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that a lot. Yeah, a few bucks here and there, it definitely helps. And but just make sure you're not putting yourself in a bad spot by doing that. It's not that important, right? So I'll update the there we go. Updated the date, or sorry, the tip goal there. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. I really do. I'm glad you're finding some usefulness out of the stream, even though I'm dumb. High school dropout. High school dropout, room temperature IQ with terrible code. This is a self-admittedly terrible code. I know how bad it is. I rushed through this code. You're good. Don't worry. Okay, good. Good pup. I again, I appreciate it, man. That means a lot. Thank you. All right, let's stay focused because nobody can nerd snipe me. Okay, no one can nerd snipe me. I'm unnerd snipeable. I have a fleet ship somewhere. Oh, I see. So what is this? Get moves in range? Oh. Oh man. Okay. So what I'm doing here is when I go and look at the Okay, so when I'm in the battle, I just want to think this out for a second. When I'm here and I try and do a move, I need to get close to it though. Is this what I think it is? No, I gotta get closer. Okay. If I'm right, what this function does is it goes through all the ships in my range and it excludes grid coordinates where another ship already exists. So like I can't go here on this island and I can't go over top of this ship, obviously, this enemy ship. So if I'm right, I'll click on this button and I won't see a reticle over the island and I won't see a reticle over the ship if I'm right about this function. Let's see. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So I just have to account for that functionality when I'm rewriting this. Okay. $400 goal will help him pay for a month of internet in his high inflation country, bro. Bro. Inflation here is yeah. I can't get into it without getting into politics, which is like I don't really want to do that on stream. But man, Pob, I started reading about compilers because of your videos. Pob, okay, whoever's around in chat, because I know people kind of like have me on the background in chat, but if you're still here in chat, W's in chat for Pob on YouTube. He's reading about compilers because of my videos. That's exactly the kind of thing we need, Pob. That is exactly the kind of thing we need. Absolute. We need people like you to be looking at stuff like that. What is a compiler? And Pob, you don't even have to know everything about it. Even if you just know what it is generally and what it does, you're going to be way ahead of the game, man. Right? How does it you could even do something like I don't know, what would be a good thing? I don't know. You could pick just about anything about a compiler and how it interacts with the hardware or how it turns something into hardware executable code, things like that. I, that's fantastic. We need more people to be doing that. Absolutely be doing that, Pop. I'm glad that my video encouraged you to do it, and I hope it encourages more people to do it. I want programmers who are way better than me, because unfortunately, right now I'm a top tier programmer. It's just an indisputable fact. You see this code before you? This code runs on a fridge, streamed via Raspberry Pi, but it still runs on a fridge. Just kidding. I'm just joking. I suck. I'm not a good programmer. But we need good programmers, Bob. Keep doing that, man. Don't mind me. What are you coding? A game? Yeah, Bob. I'll tell you what I'm up to here. Okay, just so you know. But does AI code better than this? No, it doesn't. TMX, yeah. Okay, Bob. I'll give you my spiel. Um, so there is an old game. It's my favorite game of all time. It's called Uncharted Waters: New Horizons for the Super Nintendo. This game comes from an era and hardware that was extremely limited. The programmers who made this game would love to have access to the hardware and software capabilities that we have, or that we even had, say, even 10 to 20 years ago. And yet they built an insanely complex game. There's six storylines. It means you can replay it at least six times. Each storyline crosses over with all other six characters. You have to do things like travel the world, manage a fleet. Each fleet has its own cargo, crew, captain, You have to make sure you have enough food, water, cannonballs, space for your crew, morale. Each captain has special like RPG stats and boosts and things like this. There's an economy system. You can trade. You can be a cartographer. You can go explore and find like exotic places. There's I don't know. There's a lot. It's crazy, crazy complicated game for an admittedly far lower end piece of hardware as compared to today, and far fewer software capabilities. And it's like, why aren't we producing game? This is my thought, right? I've always wanted to recreate this game. This game got me into programming. This game got me into learning C when I was like, yeah, I don't remember. I was young, like 11 maybe, um, something like that. So why aren't we building games like this anymore? We seem to have lost our ability to build games like this. Not just like this one, but this one is the most inspirational to me. So I'm recreating it. How am I recreating it? Well, this high school dropout, I had to run away from home when I was 17 because it was dangerous for me. I didn't finish high school. I self-taught, worked for free to get myself where I am. And what did I learn? Well, so I'm recreating the game on the browser. To do that, this code that you walked in on, Pob, it's a single file header library, which means it's normally you'd have like C code and .c and then a header file in .age. Um, this is all in one. So it's one single file, C code, and I compile it with Clang to WebAssembly, which then runs the C code inside of the browser. You can see some of the output from my C code in here during this ocean battle. And then I use the C code as a game state manager, which is just numbers in, numbers out. And then I render the entire game. I'll just refresh here because I don't need this anymore. I render the entire game using vanilla JavaScript, vanilla HTML, and vanilla CSS. And everything is in div elements. There's no WebGL, there's no Canvas, there's no WebGPU. The hardware acceleration is turned off on this Chrome instance. It comes. I have a flag, like a special shortcut with a flag where you can disable the hardware acceleration. But you can see it's all just div elements, and it's an immediate mode rendering, which means I re-render the entire HTML structure every frame. And so the reason why I'm doing all this, there's no third-party libraries, there's no React, there's no like stupid stuff, right? I don't have it there. The point of doing this is to demonstrate that the tech industry has lost its way, that we need to do a lot better than we're currently doing, and that you don't need all of these crutches and libraries and frameworks and whatever that your favorite big thousands of viewers, tech influencer tells you to do. You don't need AI. You don't need any of that. You can do way more with a lot less. And I'm trying to prove that that's the case by building out this game. And so that's what this code is. So right now we're just refactoring some of the C code, which is just some of the structs in C that I overcomplicated because I'm dumb. And we're decomplicating it and just refactoring some of it. Sea of Thieves for the win, yeah. It's kind of like Sea of Thieves, yeah. Does it save data inside Steam achievements? D-Tapper. It's a good question, D-Daver. Ain't that the question? Ain't that the question, D-Daver? Does it save data inside Steam achievements? Yeah. Pab says, I'm guessing this stream will be available later. I didn't catch most of it. I'm guessing you're doing it for performance boost. So all my streams are available on my live tab on YouTube, which you're already on. So if you go on my channel, you can look up anything that says like indie game coding or game programming or whatever. You can go back through all the live videos that I've done. It's all there, free and available for you. You can go watch as many of them as you want or as few of them as you want. Doesn't matter, but it's all there for you. So just hit the live tab there, and yeah, just look for like indie game coding or where the thumbnails show me building the game, or code stuff like that. So yeah, you can do that. Yeah. And am I doing it for performance boosts? No, no. Uh, yeah, performance boosts are So on these streams, what I talk about with other programmers and viewers like yourself is that the performance boost comes out of the box. It's baked into the pie. When you take a very simplistic approach and you understand why the hell this stuff has become overcomplicated, and you try and do what you can without complicating anything, you learn that the performance boosts actually just come baked into that pie. By simplifying and not abstracting and obfuscating the code, you are in some cases gaining the performance boost as a nature of the thing you're doing. It's a necessary entailment of how you're approaching whatever you're trying to work on. And that's what a lot of people are missing, because they work from the end goal. And the end goal is, what's the best thing to get me the best developer experience, to make me feel good and comfy and happy as I write my code. And then from there, they go, oh, wait, I felt good as I wrote this code, but the performance isn't that great. So what do I do now? So you can see how, like, the end, kind of imports a bunch of performance issues. But when you start at a simpler starting point, you're kind of working from the correct point forward. And that means that you're starting off at the most performant portion, because you haven't imported a bunch of other abstractions over top. Yeah, just one more indirection, bro. OOP, ECS, yeah, React, Vue, Vite, Next.js, microservices. I mean, like, just NoSQL, like like GraphQL, AI in general is like the penultimate version of this. All of these things are abstractions, and people start there and then work backwards to try and figure out, like, why is it not performant? Well, because you started at the wrong place, right? And so I hope that makes sense, right? I'm not doing it for the performance boost. It's just an extra gravy that we get on top of what I'm trying to actually prove here. Okay. Feel free to keep asking questions, man, anytime. Anytime you can nerd snipe me. Everyone will be much happier to see me nerd snipe. It's a trope here because I can't be nerd snipe. It's not possible. You can't nerd snipe me. I'm unnerd snipeable. Current FSID, current FS. So I would have to change this to storage ship. I'd have to change this to ship. I would have to go. That's fine. Now, is current FS. Okay, we have to change this as well. Probably ship, yeah, and go like that, and ship fleet ID, okay. And this is going to be a problem right here. The compiler's gonna freak out and tell me I'm referencing it twice, so let's not worry about that. Let's just do it this way. We'll just overwrite. And I think that's it for fleet stuff here. Is it similar to learning how to use CSS instead of using a framework? Yeah, like, Pob, if you can go look at my don't do Tailwind not even once. Um, yeah, that I think that's the title of the episode. Go look at that. And that, yeah, instead of using a framework, just learn CSS. It's not as scary as people make it out to be. Is it perfect? No. But all you're doing when you're using a framework like Tailwind or TypeScript or whatever is adding more steps to get to the same point. At the end of the day, what's Tailwind going to give you? CSS. So just go learn CSS. What's TypeScript going to give you? You're taking JavaScript, then you're putting it in TypeScript, and then TypeScript is compiling it, and then it's giving you what back? JavaScript. You haven't saved anything. You've just added more steps. Same with Tailwind, same with Laravel. things like this. And I would be okay with a lot of these things existing and being used to the degree that they're being used today. If people actually understood why they exist and what problem they solve and don't solve. But that's not the current state of the tech industry. The current state is people don't even know why they exist, let alone when you should or shouldn't use them. It's just a default, it's just a foregone conclusion. It's a de facto standard. They exist, therefore it's what you should use. And if there's any pushback at all, people will just point to other big companies like, well, Microsoft uses it. Don't you want to be like Microsoft? Meta uses it. Don't you want to be like Meta? Nobody thinks to ask, are we Meta? Right? Why do we need such large teams? Things like that. Nobody asks questions. They just go with it. You don't need that crap. You legitimately don't need that crap. I'm not using any framework at all. And all my CSS, it's just all handwritten. It's really simple. This is what I have for CSS. That's my Twitch extension. Hang on. Here we go. This one. This is not that hard. Just be disciplined and be careful with what you're doing. Hey, Vamp. Shut up. Shut the hell up, Vamp. Okay? You're lucky that I know you and you're not a bad guy. Otherwise, you'd be perma-banned. Here, Vamp. Shut it, Vamp. Shut it. Shut your mouth. Speaking of Meta, what about React? I've been learning it, but I'm open to your perspective. Do you want a job? Learn React. Do you want to actually be a good programmer? Avoid React like the plague. Why don't we see Vamp comments on Twitch? That's a good question. Sometimes the bot does not carry over the it does not carry over all the messages. But I'm not even going to repeat what he said. If you want to go find out what he said, you'll have to go over to YouTube. It's not even worth repeating. I just don't care. Vamp doesn't deserve it. There we go. Okay, this one is Last Man Standing, which is probably, I have to go and figure out how many fleet ships are completely destroyed, I guess. This whole thing might need to be redone. The point of this function is to go over the turn order. Yeah, it's supposed to go over the turn order and see if there are any remaining ships, fleets, then the game continues. But if there's only one, what did I do? If there's only one fleet that has any ships remaining, then what do we do? What's going on? Victory condition. Oh, then we set the victory condition. I see. Right here. Okay. Okay, I gotta. Oh man, this is gonna be an annoying refactor. Is Vamp even real? That's a good question, Ross. Yeah, that's a good question. Is Vamp even real? Maybe he lives in Australia. He lives in some back hole country somewhere in Europe. You know how I met Vamp? I was touring around Europe one day, and I was throwing something in the garbage, and he popped up. He popped up like Oscar the Grouch, and he's like, "Yo, why are you ruining my home?" And we've been friends ever since, and we just trash talk each other. React is crap, but unfortunately, industry standard. It's fine for many use cases, but there are some where you can do the same functionality in vanilla JS with half the code. Yeah, so you have to consider. Yeah, Pop. It's difficult, right? Because the problem is that the industry signals that they want something that they don't actually need. So hiring practices right now, the people who do hiring have no concept. They have no idea what they're looking for. it's so busted. They're looking for exactly all the wrong things. And one of those signals is React. If you know React, apparently that means that you know how to program. Nope, not even true. There are people who know React who don't even know how to write HTML. I've met some. I've met a few. They're real. Unfortunately, if that's the signal that you have to play in order to get a job, then that's the signal you have to play in order to get a job. So it is useful from that perspective. But in order to make yourself a good programmer, don't rely on that. It's much better for you to learn fundamentals. You'll understand React and other things like React better if you understand fundamentals. Stick to that, if that makes sense. Sparrow wants us to think he actually knows how trash cans work. I do. I live in one. I live in one, Vamp. Of course I know. I have to push the foot pedal in order to get in. I know how they... What the hell are you talking about, Vamp? Okay. Son of a... D-Daver, are those people still getting jobs these days? The market stuff. I don't think they are right now. I am seeing a swing. There is an indication that people are hiring others to clean up their AI generated code, which is kind of in the right direction, it hasn't reached a critical mass yet. So it's still tough, but things are starting to change a bit. And I'm trying to get on top of that because I could really use the work. Hey, look at me. I'm the most civilized Greek. I throw stuff in the trash can and not on the floor. Who said that? When did I say I throw stuff in the trash can? I said I live in it, Vamp. Come on, man. I don't throw stuff in the trash can. That's my home. I throw stuff on the floor because it's outside of my home. Vamp must be from Turkey. It explains what your code is. Yes, it explains what my code is trash. That's right. See, Vamp gets it. Vamp understands me. He understands my soul. He understands my soul. He gets it because I have a genetic disposition to trash code. It's in my blood. I like to think I'm Spartan, but in reality I'm Athenian and they're weak. Okay, if I'm going to do this last man standing thing, I have to determine. Yeah, I have to determine which ships in the fleets that are in the battle have crew or durability more than zero. And if there's more than one ship in a fleet, and we have at least two fleets, because sometimes you can have more than one fleet in the battle, and they all have at least one ship that's still active, then we're good to go. And it has to be both of these factors have to be greater than zero. It can't be crew greater than zero or durability greater than zero, because then the ship is non-functional. And the problem is that I have littered this function with fleet ship as a term, fleet underscore ship. And that makes things really confusing. This is gonna suck. Um, Sparrow thinks he's Spartan, but he's just farting. Yeah, it's true. Okay, so if I'm gonna refactor this, I want to try and do it with as minimal impact as possible. Fleet ship count is okay. That's how many ships do we have in total in a fleet? No, just in total. Why do I need this? What the hell do I have this for? What the hell am I doing with this code? Why am I counting the total number? Oh, I'm setting it. I'm literally setting it to zero. Bros. Oh, I have to rethink this function. This is dumb. Okay, this is a counter. Okay, I understand why, but this is dumb. I'm counting. I'm counting the ships inside of a fleet for all fleets in this battle, and then I do the same thing for fleet ship IDs. So I'm just setting their values. Okay, let's just run with this for a second. Then I go through the turn order. And the reason why I have to do this weird stuff here where I find the fleet and whatever is because I can have ships out of turn. They're not based on like in turn by fleet, they're in turn by ship. So I got to figure out which fleet they belong to. Are they still going? Are they good to go? And if they are, then the fleet has someone that's left standing. And so we set that flag to true. Okay. And then we go total fleets with ships. I have no idea what this is for. What the hell is this for? Okay. More than one fleet. Yeah, something's. I'm surprised this is working. Total fleets with ships greater than one. That makes sense. Okay, then it's fine. But if it's only one, then somebody won. And we have a check for if it's 0, which would be a very bad place to be. That means that the entire game borked. I do not like this code. This is very confusing. What I should do, I think I've overcomplicated this. I should just have an array of fleets in the battle and just a true false. Is there a ship still left? And false if there isn't. And I could keep probably this portion and maybe this portion a little bit. Just readjust this and just make sure. And that's it. And I could even do an early return. So this is something I could do. Early return if you find one ship active for 2 fleets. And then that's all. I don't even need to continue looking at the other fleets. Just as long as there's 2 fleets with 1 active ship, I just do an early return. All right. Then the question is the array. I have to initialize an array. That's kind of what I'm doing here. I could, I guess, keep this a little bit. Or I could do it in ocean battle in here in this struct. I have a whole bunch of other flags in here, so I could do it here as well. This is all turn order stuff. By the way, Pob, just so you know, this is why you don't need Tailwind. CSS 3D, vanilla CSS 3D. Yeah. Okay, you don't need Tailwind for this crap. Yeah, you don't need Tailwind, all right? You can, CSS is not that bad. Anyways. Oh, hey 0x, how's it going, man? Just use 3JS. You don't even need 3JS. You don't need it. And Tailwind makes it faster for you. You don't need any of that. Sup, Prime on YouTube. Not the Prime, the other Prime. So this is a turn order stuff. Prove that it makes it faster. Glitch. Prove it. Prove it makes it faster. Don't give me an anecdote. Don't give me a does it for me evidence. Hey, what's up, Packla on Twitch? How you doing? Good to see you. First time chatter. Okay, so I don't know. Maybe I'll just keep an array here or like a two value flag. Why Tailwind CSS is better for performance than CSS and JS. That's not, of course it's better than CSS and JS. Glitch. That's not an actual argument. Why is Tailwind CSS more performant than a worse CSS paradigm? Yeah, of course. I'll just grant that argument right off the bat. That I'm not talking about CSS and JS, nor am I using CSS and JS, nor would I recommend that you use CSS and JS. 3 is a number too large for Spiro. It is. It's yeah. Yeah. I'm max out at 2. I'm max out at 2. What I'm up to? Okay, yeah, sure. Yeah. I forgot your it says right there, your first time chatter. I'm building a video game based on an old video game from the Super Nintendo days called Uncharted Waters New Horizons. And I'm kind of recreating it in the browser. The reason being that I think the tech industry is completely broken. I'm a high school dropout out of necessity, self-taught programmer, and the complexity of this game for the time, the software and the hardware that the programmers back then would have loved to have what we have today, and they still built this game. It's crazy. You have to like manage a fleet, a whole bunch of ships, cargo, commerce system, trading, cryptography. Like this game is insanely complex. So I'm building this game on the like recreating it on the browser with my own twists, obviously, because I don't want to just rip it off. And I'm doing it using a single file header library thing in C. I compile it using Clang to WebAssembly, and then I run it. I run the WebAssembly on the browser here as a game state manager. So it's just numbers in, numbers out. There's no glue. There's like no mscript in, nothing like that. Just raw compilation. And then I render the entire game in div elements. Let me pause it here. And you saw it flashing here. It's an immediate mode GUI, which means I re-render the entire game with the HTML structure every frame. And it's all just div elements. There's no web GPU, no canvas, not even off-screen canvas, nothing like that. No WebGL. The shortcut flag that I have on this Chrome Chrome instance has hardware acceleration turned off, and no third-party libraries at all. There's no frameworks, nothing, no React. Everything is vanilla. I don't even use standard library for C. No Tailwind, nothing like that. Vanilla CSS, vanilla JavaScript, vanilla HTML, vanilla C. Everything's vanilla. Everything's just straight up. And so is the 3D mode here. It's vanilla CSS 3D. This is operating with CSS. You can do CSS 3D. It's pretty straightforward stuff. And so the point is that I do daily tech news. If you go back on, you're on Twitch. So I think you can go back to like yesterday. I have a daily tech news stream up on my YouTube. You can just type in !YouTube and chat. I have a live tab. You can go back through all that. And the daily tech news goes over like the consequences of the stupid decisions that the tech industry has been making for the past 10 to 20 years, including AI. And why, I'm trying to inspire programmers to understand more about what the hell they're doing. We need more programmers to understand more about what's going on under the hood. Stop abstracting, stop obfuscating, stop building layers on top of layers. Learn what the hell's going on with your code. Just please do that. If a guy like me can do it, then there's no doubt that people who are watching me can do a lot better, can do a lot more with a lot less. So that's the whole point. Um, I don't know. Whatever glitch. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's not even it doesn't matter. You can put whatever. Using your favorite AI code assistant to work on your game. Yeah, that's right. That's right, Elko. Yeah, got me. Got me. Uncharted farters, new trousers. Vamp, that was weak, man. That was weak, Vamp. You want to come back with something like a bit better than that, man? That was weak. Pack, very nice. Love the ambition. I feel a pretty identical personal history motivation at my end. Came in yesterday from Code Girl. Ah, yeah. But I had to verify Twitch. So first time chat today. Nice, nice. Yeah, thanks for being here. I appreciate it. Hopefully you find some value in it. And yeah, I guess you were here yesterday, so you saw the daily tech news. Yeah. So normally when I'm talking about building the game, this is kind of how I started streaming, right? And then I deviated into daily tech news. I'm trying to do that. If you were to optimize for freedom and learning, what road would you take? I want to make money anywhere with code. Learn C. Learn C. That's it. If you learn C, you will be able to work in pretty much any paradigm using any programming language that's thrown at you. Thrown at you like eh, within a pretty reasonable time frame. You will understand a lot more about the foundational aspects of what code does and how it works on your hardware. And you'll have flexibility to jump or to create things in C that a lot of people won't be able to create in other programming languages. So, Pob, go learn C. That's the ultimate entry point into learning the most stuff you can about what you're asking for there. Is it everything? No. And is it perfect? Absolutely not. C is not perfect. It has issues, but it's the best way to do it. It's the best way to get what you're after there with that question. What npm package are you using for the character animations? It's called npm install do character animations. Yeah, that's that one. Go look that one up, DDever. No, it was not good, Vamp. No, that was pathetically sad. It's not a good sign for you, man. You've dropped, man. You've dropped. I suppose um I suppose all I really need is just an array with two fleet IDs, and I just pop it in when I have, I guess, like active fleets, and it's just two, and I could just set it like this. It would just default both to that, and then once I find two fleets with an active ship, I just set them to the fleet ID, and then I break it. I break an early return. That's a lot simpler than this crap that I've been doing. I don't know what I was thinking here actually. I mean, I know what I was thinking, but it was pretty dumb. And I would still have to go through this for loop. I still have to go through the turn order here. It's just that can I just go through the ships overall? I don't think so. I think I want to go through the turn order. Because it's possible that I could check for a ship. Actually, I can. I can just go through all the fleet ships of all the fleets in, okay, go through all fleet ships or something like that of all fleets in ocean battle. This isn't exactly what I should do, but it gets me started. And then do the if durability crew check. That's way better than checking all this. That's going to simplify this a lot. That's way better. Way better. I shouldn't go through all of them. I should just, as soon as I find one, I just set a flag and that's it. And we're good to go. Okay. All right. I've got a plan. I can just ask Copilot chat with npm pack which ones are installed. It's true, yeah. Last question. Don't worry about it, Pab. Probably have to go. Do you have a stream schedule every Thursday? I do every day, every weekday, Monday to Friday around 2 p.m. PST. Usually it's the Daily Tech News streams. I'm gonna try and do a few more of these video game streams on the weekdays. So it gives me a little bit more breathing room to prepare for the Daily Tech News stuff because that stuff gets out of hand. I don't have enough time to prepare for them properly when I do it every day. But every weekday and some weekends, Saturday, Sunday, not really scheduled because I've got a family, so I do family stuff. I do mostly video game stuff, and sometimes I'll do like special reports on stuff. Like I did one on Ghost Jobs. I did one on Technocracy yesterday. Yeah, so the weekdays are most consistent, 2 p.m. PST usually. What editor is this? Sublime. I joke about it. Yeah, Sublime. Yeah, yeah. There you go. Let me just do write a little bit of code, and then I'll probably end the stream after this. So I essentially all I really want to do is have a look at turn order fleets like this. Oh, that was terrible. And I would go like for whatever every one of these. It's just a little bit of pseudocode, and then I'd go the fleet would be, and this would be the fleet, and then you'd go through ship IDs. And so for each one of these, for each ship IDs, you'd end up with a ship, which would be the whatever X, something like that. And then you would do whatever's in here. If you could, I could even just copy this. And so with this, then you'd pop in the active fleets, something like that, or one, or whatever empty slot, something along these lines. This is more along these lines. That simplifies it a little bit, at least. That would be that'd be a lot better than what I'm doing here. I do need to think about this just a little bit more. It might be better for me to assume or to track, like to do the reverse order instead of assume. So this function assumes that all ships and fleets don't have enough stats to continue the battle, and so I have to check whether they do. It might be better for me to assume that all ships and all fleets of the battle do have enough stats to continue the battle, and then go check if they don't. I need to think about that. I'm not entirely sure. I need to think about that. I might be looking at this from a bad angle because, yeah, I'll give this some thought. I'll give this some thought. But this is going to already just what I've pseudo coded. Even if I just went with this, it's going to be way simpler than all this crap. I overcomplicated this quite a bit. Okay, so this function's going to be a lot better. What else do I have? It would be last man standing. So let me just have a quick look before. Yeah, we know about this one. The placement of ships, that's easy. That's super easy. We just do this. Yeah, fleet ID, storage ship data. Yeah. And that's it. This is the last function. Once we have this function down, then I think we have successfully one-shot refactored the struct into a fat struct, into a fatter struct. It's a fatter struct. It's a thicker struct. Progress. I thought the color scheme was inspired by Quick Basic. No, Vamp is right. It's inspired by the Greek flag. No, it's not. It's not inspired by the Greek flag. I do like the colors. That's why I picked them. But it's Borland. Yeah. Yeah, I do have a hacker one. Hacker green. I like this one too. I don't care if Vamp likes it because he sucks. But yeah, yeah, there you go. Oh, yeah. Okay, so that's good then. I will. I think I'm gonna call it here. Uh, I'll either finish this function when I have a little bit of extra time while I do some work, or we'll finish it maybe on the weekend if I have time to do a video game stream on the weekend. Um, we'll see what happens. But then we've done one refactor. There are unfortunately many other refactors to do. Unfortunately, we have lots of refactoring to do here, but all of this stuff is progress towards multiplayer. So we're gonna have a few refactor video game episodes, but it'll be good. We'll rehash some stuff and make sure it's functioning correctly. It'll be good. It shall be good. Okay, so that's it. That's it. I'm gonna call it. I'm gonna call it a day. Thanks everybody for popping on. Thanks to all the new people who joined. I appreciate it. And one sec. Let me check on something real quick here. Okay, sorry. I just want to check something on. I'm trying to figure something out and I can't really figure it out here. Once. No, I guess I can't do that. Ah, yeah, I can't do it. Okay. Okay. I was looking at something on YouTube and I can't do it. Sorry, folks. Anyways, that's it. I will be back tomorrow. Please come back tomorrow because tomorrow I'm going to do another special edition of the technocracy stuff. And we're going to get into something that I promise you will not regret. It's good. Just like yesterday's episode was good. Tomorrow's will also be good. And then we'll take a little break from the technocracy stuff and we'll go back to the regular daily tech news stuff next week and some more video game stuff next week. So come back for that. I title all the videos by what's going to happen, so you can just look at the title if you're not interested in the daily tech news or you're not interested in the video game stuff, you can just skip it. But yeah, tomorrow's going to be a really good episode. So make sure you're there for that. If you like what I'm doing here, please hit the like and subscribe and all that. I appreciate the support and I appreciate the financial support too. I had $5 come in from Pob earlier. Pob, hopefully we answered all your questions. Thanks to all the new people who came in and all that. Yeah, you guys are awesome. Let me do one more thing here. Yeah. And that's it. That's all I got. So peace out, everybody. Have a good day. I'm not going to tell everybody that they suck. That's reserved for daily tech news. So none of you suck today except for Vamp. You suck like 10 times. You suck 10 times. All right? Vamp sucks 10 times. Have a really good Thursday. I will catch you tomorrow. I'm going to take the Twitch people over to Metatron. You guys need to go to Metatron. He's awesome. He does some really cool stuff. Go watch his stuff. I can't do it on YouTube. So on YouTube, you guys are just going to get cut off, right? So peace out. Peace out. I'm going to play my outro and you guys are going to get, no, you have a good Thursday. No, you, Laughing Panda. Okay? No, you. You. Okay? Suck it. You. Bye, everybody.